Hello, welcome YouTube, and today we're doing the DSi. So I'm going to just open it up. Now, you may be wondering why you would want this system with the 3DS being currently out. Well, if you're a Pokemon player, the thing is really simple. It's right down here. This lets you play your GBA games, and in Pokemon, that lets you bring over your Pokemon from your Game Boy Advance slots into your games. So you have a Park in the Pearl version. Right now I have Platinum in here. But let's go over this system itself. That's just one of the main reasons you would still want the system. This one here is the Brain Age one. As you can see, I put a Zelda Phantom Hourglass skin on it because I like to protect my systems. There is a charm slot here. I got a, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's a Flafloon. And ironically, I got this from one of those random charm machines on a Friday. Now, we can look at the back here. There's the barcode, and you got your little numbers. And right there shows you slot 1. Down there, slot 2. I've actually never opened this up, but it's the battery for your 5.2 volts in. This is the cord. This is the back of it that you'll plug into the wall, the AC adapter. Opens up the side here. And I do want to point out that the head is slightly different than the 3DS. They're not the same. You can't use them with each other. And as you can see, there is a slightly different gray tone. So if you're grabbing both the cords, you'll know which one's which without even having to look too closely at the heads, just by the color, because it is deeper. Not to mention, there's that nice picture. And this one doesn't really have one. It just says Nintendo. Now, as you can see, this is the sizing between the extra large 3DS and the DSi. Opening it up with the two screens here. I put the skin, of course, on all this. The buttons are quite nice. It's really nice and solid. The microphone's right here. So when you're playing, say, Phantom tracks, you're going to need to blow in there. You have your speakers right here. And let's turn it on so you can see the light come up in the little corner there. Now it's slightly different than the 3DS, so I get a little bit confused. You can see it on touch screen. So you'll have your game in slot 1 here. There's the photo chat. I never use that. There's the download and play, which Mario Kart has. And right here would be your GBA slot. So you can bring up the time. Alarm has been set. Would you like to turn the alarm on? No! I would not like to turn the alarm on. You got this. That's your brightness. Quite nice. And then up here you got your calendar. And it has your name. Yes, that's my name. And then right here you see all the time and everything. Got a nice little clock. Like, it was really good. I quite liked it when it first came out and all that. Of course, we have better now. So let's go into Pokemon so you can hear the music for this. And of course, mainly you're going to watch up here and you're going to play on here. I'm sure many of you have played the 3DS or you have a Wii U. So you're kind of aware of the two screen setup that Nintendo plays with now, which it really is innovative. A lot of the other companies compete by using the cell phone to have their second screen. And you can see nothing's here, but everything's up here right now. So this is actually my boyfriend's save on this cartridge. Mine's actually in my case for my 3DS. So we're just going to go into his save. He was on Route 210. So, you know, you have all your controls. All your Pokemon things. So let's take a look down here. You can see that's the headphone jack right there. Over here we have volume. So right now it's on max. Now it's off. Now it's a little bit. Turn it up. Because of course it's a slider bar. I think that makes it a little bit durable personally, because I never had a problem with my Game Boy as a kid, but a lot of my friends lost the teeth on their Game Boys. So I'm going to close that. It's in sleep mode now. So you can just close it to save batteries, but it's not off. Here's the Stylist. You can buy these separately. Some games came with them. Some cases come with them. You can change colors. You can get crazy ones from those little dollar machines. You know, there's a huge variety when it comes to those stylists. Even though those stylists are really cool that you can get, I just use this one because the other ones don't fit in the slot. So they're not with me when I'm using the system, and because it's not with me when I'm using the system, I'm not using it. Here's the slot right in there. If you get a different color one, though, you can, you know, still take it with you and everything because it's going to fit in there. It will stick out like a sore thumb, which maybe is useful for you. My eyesight's really good when it comes to close-up, so I don't need that kind of, hey, look at me, I'm the stylist right here. But for some people I know, their eyesight is not the best. So as you can see, we open it up. Goes right back to it, you know, doing all that other stuff, and now we're back into this. So I'm going to close it again. I'm going to show you right here on the back. That's where the charger is. So you're going to take this cord and you'll plug it in right in the back. There we go. Now this shows that it's on. If I have this plugged into a slot, you're going to have the other light turning on to show that it's charging. And of course, just as the Game Boys, this is really showing you the condition of how your battery is in there currently. The blinking right now shows that we're in sleep mode. Let me just plug this in. And there you go. You can see two lights are on now, and the blinking there showing that it's closed. So we're going to turn it off, and the off button is right on the side here. So we turn it off. Shows the light here that it's charging. Now, let's go over to this. Switch out the game. There is a huge library for this. You will not have a shortage of games to choose from. Some are good, and some of them are, well, they tried. Let's just say they tried. This game here, Guitar Hero, I do have the Guitar Hero piece to hook up to this. It gives me a horrible hand cramp. I know when Guitar Hero was in, you know, you'd be somewhere and you're like, I'm itching to play Guitar Hero. And it was a great idea. It was great. It's just, it hurts my eyes and gives me a horrible hand cramp. So you can see there, Nintendo, got all your codes, your UPC, all the numbers you need. Now, one that's going to be really good, as soon as I grab it out, is Super Mario 64 DS. They redid Super Mario 64. Unfortunately, mine was pilfered, so I don't have it anymore. And so I was ecstatic when they brought this out because it's so expensive to get it for my 64, the original one. And after having it for so many years, sometimes you want to go and play it. And of course, when you get these redone ones, they've been all fixed up, you know, not really in HD, but definitely the pixels have been cleaned up. Now, if you're like me, survival horror is important. There is survival horror. Dementia 1's right here. I have Dementia 2 in my purse, so I'm not going to go grab that right now because I don't want to rifle through it. The Dementia 2 does have a redone that you can pick up on Steam, but I really, really love the pixel art. You have all your Final Fantasy, of course Phantom Hourglass, more Final Fantasy, Chocobos. This game's really hard on your 3DS. I mean, your DS, 3DS, doesn't matter. All the DSs. Make sure that you have a cover on your screen if you play this game, because it's really hard on it. Now, of course, there's Guilty Gear, there's Resident Evil. This is the original one that would have come out. They originally wanted to make a port for the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color was not able to handle this, and that's how you got Resident Evil Gaiden. It's still rated mature, and it's called Deadly Science. Ha ha ha, it's DS. And it is a very good game, because when they did the remake for GameCube, they added some stuff, rearranged a few things, and so for people that want the original experience, this is how you would want to go. There's Ninja Gaiden. I honestly haven't played this much. I own it, and I was fiddling around with it, and it's cool and all, but I'm not sure why I just didn't play much of it. Now, Castlevania, that's right there. I played the shit out of that one. I loved that game so much. Just love the collecting, the items, everything. So I have the other one down here. Like the other one, I did not finish this one, but I got pretty close. Now there's Pokemon Rangers. With this game, when you beat it, you will get an egg. You're able to transfer this egg to one of your Pokemon games, like say Pearl, and then you're able to hatch this egg. And it's Manaphy, I believe is how you pronounce it. And Manaphy has the baby that's a more useless version of it. And it will never have a baby or evolve. So the only way you can get it is through Pokemon Ranger. And that game too, you're going to want to cover for that because it's pretty hard on it. Actually, I should probably show you the Game Boy Advance slot. So I'm going to put Platinum in here. I'm going to pull out this. I'm going to put this in. Just snap it in like that. Flip this over. And I'm going to turn it on right over here. So it's going to come on. And now you can see Start GBA Game. So I just hit that. It goes to Game Boy Color. Or Game Boy Advance, I should say. Game Boy Color and Game Boy games do not work on this. So, if you don't want a bunch of handhelds, I would still suggest keeping this, and then you would want to have a Game Boy Color, because you can't play those with this. Show you a little cutscene, because it runs pretty good on here. Aww, so cute. Twitch Chicks, who I chose. Yeah. And the clouds. I'm really psyched for the new ones that are coming out. I can't wait. I'm definitely getting those. Press start. Oh no, my eternal battery. No, not my eternal battery. So, of course, I always choose the female one. But it runs fine on here. You can access everything. It's even better that you can transfer your Pokemon that are on here. So, you know, you can go around and, yeah, I organized it all. I'm just gonna turn this off. And then, of course, when you're done, just pop it out. Sometimes if you buy a used one, I did not get mine used, I got mine brand new, but if you do, you're going to find this section gone. I don't know how people lost it, but they do. So sometimes this is missing. More comments to Stylist if you get a used one. If you get a used one, you're going to want to make sure that they use the protector to protect it, because otherwise the screen damage. I should show you though that these don't fit in here, so like when you push it in, it won't go in. That's a Game Boy Color game, as you can see there. Let's grab one that plays on the old normal systems again. It just won't fit. It gets pushed out. So I was actually shocked that it wasn't backwards compatible. It was just something that you expected from Nintendo by the time I got this. But it's not. It doesn't matter as much because I kept all mine. But for some of you, that would be a big issue. And rightly understandable. So, of course, Pearl Diamond is some of the games that you get, or you can get for it. I know I have a few more to give you an idea of the different games you can buy for this system. Oh no, my Pokemon Pearl just jumped out. I'll put that back later. Death Jr. Originally I actually had that on PSP, but or a version from that series. I think this one's a continuation. You can get Ratatouille. So if you're into those Walt Disney and movie type movies, they got that here too. This game here, it's unusual. I bought it because it was $2. And it's like Katamari with strange dogs. Yeah. Pray the Stars. It's unusual. It's cute and kind of fun, but feels more like a phone game, if that makes any sense, for the kind of gameplay you have on it. But basically it's a wannabe Katamari in 4-player versus. So those are the predominant games you're going to find. I'm just going to really quickly put this back in its slot. There's a lot other games you can get for this game. Of course, I should still show this though, that not Game Boy Advance, but 3DS games are not going to work in here, so it's not going to push in. Just the same as if you had Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color. You know, give me a like if you think this was useful, or write in the comments if you would like a review on any particular game that you saw in the library, or if there's something else you want to see on the DS Lite. Thanks for watching. Bye.